He's chasing my teammate. Not for long, though. Not for long. Load up and start doing what I do best. You know what I mean? We're going to help our teammate here by cooking up this Baltine. What is up, everyone? Guys, listen up. In today's video, we are going to take a look at a hover pack and flamethrower loadout that actually works on the highest difficulty of the game. Now, there is a few things that I'm going to show you guys in order to make this build work consistently when it comes to survivability. You know, all of those issues you can have when you're landing and whatnot. Everything is taken into consideration, and you'll see what I mean in the breakdown, okay? First, let's pick up the red stratagems. We're going to go for the 500 kg, and we're going to combine this with the orbital gas strike. And I think that 500 kg in general is a main pick against the bugs. I don't think there's many tools that really compare to 500. It just gets the job done in all scenarios, right? Now, we're going to pick up the flamethrower and obviously combine it with the hover pack. For the booster, this is going to depend on what your team is picking up. Currently, we're going to go for experimental infusion. Now, for the weapons, we're going to pick up the blitzer. And there's going to be a very specific reason for this. And I'm going to show you guys that once we get into the game. For the secondary, it's going to be the one and only ultimatum. There it is. And obviously, we're going to go for the gas nades. The armor is going to be medium with extra petting. We got to change the helmet so we don't look weird as hell. Helmet's also good. Let's go. Now, when it comes to gameplay, there is going to be a specific combo that you're going to be utilizing. You're going to drop the gas grenade, for example, right? You will see that it's going to confuse all of these guys. Even if you get a breach, that is fine. Right here, we're going to start spraying. If they're pushing in, we're going to hover up. We're going to start spraying, right? So this way, we create huge areas of fire. Now, when you're landing, that's when you switch to blitzer. So I want you guys to switch to blitzer as you're moving downwards with your hover pack, okay? That's essentially what you want to do every single time. When it comes to the shriekers, you can zap them with the blitzer. It's actually pretty simple as long as you know how to bait them in. And then you're just going to destroy these guys with the blitzer if they're getting close. As soon as you manage to create some range, that's when you're swapping to your flamethrower, burning the ground, right? Dealing tons of damage and keeping your rotations up at all times. If something does get close, boom, you zap them. And that is going to be the combination. If you feel like you're getting overwhelmed, gas grenade. You move backwards, spray the area, boom. When you're getting attacked like that, this is where you can utilize your hover pack and your blitzer as well. If you think there's too many of them, you drop another gas nade, and as you're hovering down, but always backwards, creating more space between you and the bugs, that's when you're utilizing your blitzer at the same time. And you'll see that your survivability is going to skyrocket, and you're not going to struggle a lot. Right here, there's a lot of enemies bunching up. So first of all, I'm going to look at the resupply. Not coming down soon. So we're going to drop one grenade, right? We're going to confuse these guys, and we're going to continue our combo here. Now, I do see a mushroom, so I'm going to try to take this out with the ultimatum, actually, because it can be very annoying. Boom, just like that. Now, the visibility is going to be much better, and honestly, a lot of the times, that is such a game changer because you can get jumped from any angle so fast with this build. And you guys know I love the flamethrower, so I tried to make it work with different setups, but I always ended up coming back to blitzer, because it gives me the ability to keep them away from me when I need to create that distance, okay? And in any other areas, boom, we just do this. As I'm landing, I got to switch here to blitzer. I was a little bit slow there on the switch. You got to be faster, right? I did press it, but it didn't just switch right away, unfortunately. Right here, we're out of grenades. So what I'm going to try to do now is get my resupply so I can get the grenades, and then we can start focusing on the bug holes with our gas grenades as well. Yeah, we're gonna go for that Baltine. We're gonna go for him. He's chasing my teammate. Not for long, though. Not for long. There we go. Easy kills, dude. We got a charger as well. We can just confuse the hell out of him and then get an easy kill. You know what I mean? He's gonna do something stupid now. Boom. Let him do his spinnies and whatever the plan he has. We wait for the opening and then literally just go for the tail. Makes it much easier. He's going literally through the Titan. Easy kill. Okay, now we can start moving to the next mission. The goal in these situations, guys, is always to find impalers. Like, if there is an impaler on the battlefield, you gotta find the impaler. Well, right now, though, we got a lot of chasing us, so We're gonna load up and try to destroy these guys real quick. Spread as much fire as possible. Switch the blitzer as I'm landing, because if you don't, then you can get cooked up. You got to be careful with that. Okay, here's one of the impalers. So we're going to try to create a little bit more range between us, and then we're going to destroy him. Okay, I'm waiting for him to plant. Okay, he planted, so I got to push in here. Even though this is a little bit uncomfortable, we got to prioritize him at all times. At all times. Switch the blitzer as I'm landing, so we don't let him get close. And that is essentially how you use this. We got to reload our flamethrower, though. Hit the reload and then switch to blitzer again, because I need to push these guys away from me. Get a little bit of a high ground here, because why not? Oh, there's another one. To reload my ultimatum. Come on, stay. We're just gonna wait. Just gonna wait for the recharge real quick. This is kind of crazy. Okay, now we're good. Okay, that was actually perfect. Stim up. And then we can just spread some democracy. Beautiful democracy. This build is fun, man. This build is really fun. Like in these situations where when I have so many of them, I can just drop a gas orbital, float up, and start doing what I do best. You know what I mean? It just works really well. The flamethrower just works really well with this combo. You gotta keep your head up though when you're landing. Once again, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's very important, and I want you guys to drill this through your head, because that's gonna make the difference between this build working and failing. Okay, a lot of people die when they're landing, and that's exactly what we're literally eliminating from the equation with that one swap of weapons. We're gonna help our teammate here by cooking up this Baltine. Easy. Too easy. Too easy and too much fun at the same time. That's a perfect combination. You know what I mean? I don't want to waste my ultimatum on this guy, to be honest with you. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let him push up. Just going to go for the tail here. That was pretty close. The leg almost got me there, but that was perfect now. Why don't we drop a 500? Spread some democracy. Ooh, that might be just perfect. It might be just perfect. Is he still alive? No, we're good. That was a perfect 500 kg. I'm not going to lie. Another 500. There's a bunch of chargers in there, dude. A lot of them, actually. That should get the job done. Yes, sir. I'm actually going to push up for some fun. We know that these guys are absolutely cooked up. 500 coming in. We destroyed these guys, dude. We absolutely destroyed these guys. Let's get out of here, boys. Let's go. Another fun game, man.